today it looks like for our lesson we're going to start with our vocab. We're going to do a power rate, and then we're going to answer some questions. And on Google Classroom, I posted 2 videos of the Plasticky if you want to see more about how they built it or how it actually sailed. Okay. So starting off with your vocab words, go ahead and get out your flashcards. You're going to want to go to your vocab menu and look through and pick one of these that you want to do today. Okay. If you're going to play Pictionary, charades, actor, actress, or do a practice test, this whole little column right here, you will need someone to do it with you. Okay, that could be one of your siblings, could be your parent, any of those things, but you'll need a partner for this. For the rest of these, you can do them on your own. One that isn't on here, but if you would like to do it, you can. If you already know your login for Reach, you can log into Reach and play the vocab games there. If you don't remember your login, then we'll set that up next week, but we're not going to worry about it this week. Okay? So, go ahead and pause this video, take yourself about 15 minutes, set a timer or look at the clock, and go ahead and practice your vocab words. Alright, hopefully you're just getting back from doing your vocab. Today's power rate is the Plasticky. Just like yesterday, you want to set up yourself somewhere where you have a stopwatch or a timer. You're going to set the timer for 1 minute. You're going to write as much as you can, as well as you can in 1 minute about the Plasticky. Go ahead and pause this video and do that now. When you're done, you'll want to go ahead and read your response to someone and count up your total words. Alright. Now, looking at our lesson for today, in your packet you will find this paper. This is Message in a Bottle, the post-reading questions, means after reading, and it has the date on it, 4/14, that's today. Okay? It says, answer the questions below. When it is appropriate, make sure you restate the question. Okay? So again, we were focusing on that before all of this started. When you restate that question, make sure that you have a complete sentence. Now, for you guys, I went ahead on here and I put the page number where you can find these answers. So I'm not going to go over these with you because I want you to try to do them on your own. You have a copy of the book in your packet that you can go back and look at. If you don't want to use your packet or you don't have your packet for this, you can go ahead and go back to yesterday's video where I read the story, and you can pause it or use that to answer these questions. The first one is, what do some people think about the author's trip? What does he think about it? You'll notice there's 2 questions here. It will probably take you 2 sentences to fully answer this one. Okay. Number 2 says, how does the use of plastic bottles waste a natural resource? In the video yesterday, we talked about this, but if you don't remember it, you can go ahead and look back on page 487. And then I want to spend 1 moment talking about question 3, this graph. Okay. This is an author's purpose graph. It's in our Reach textbook. I went ahead and copied it down on these questions for you. So the first thing is, what was the author's main purpose for writing? Now, you guys will remember, next to our smartboard we had those orange posters. One of them was author's purpose. And an author's purpose is why the author writes something. It can be to inform the reader, persuade a reader, or entertain the reader. Go ahead and select what you think is the reason that David de Rothschild wrote his essay. You can either write the word here or circle the answer. Okay. Part 2 says, what are 3 conclusions you can make from the article? That's 3 things that you can say, like lessons you learned or things he wanted you to learn. So, for example, one of the things you could say as a conclusion is I could say, I can make the conclusion that people make more garbage than they need to. So I could say for number 1, people make more garbage than they need to. That's one thing that I felt like he was trying to say. I want you guys to try to come up with the other 2. Garbage. Okay. And then lastly, do you think, this is an opinion, although you should be able to support your opinion with evidence, that the author achieved his purpose and why? So you're going to come back up to this. If you thought his purpose was to just be entertaining, then you'd say, yes, I thought he was entertaining because, or no, I do not think he was successful because. By the way, the answer is not entertain. Okay? So go ahead and answer yes or no, I think he was successful, and then why, that's where you put your because. Lastly, it says, do you agree with the author's viewpoint? Do you agree means this is an opinion question. You do not have to have the same opinion as me or anyone else, but you should be able to support your opinion with evidence. It says, do you agree with the author's viewpoint? Why or why not? Now, here's the thing. The author's viewpoint, you'll remember, is the author's opinion about something. So you need to think, first, what is his opinion about garbage or recycling? Okay? And then you're going to say, you agree or not. So for example, you could say, I believe his viewpoint is blank. I agree because blank, or I disagree because blank. Hopefully that will help you in answering these questions. One last thing I wanted to talk about. You guys do not need to be taking pictures of this work to turn it in to me. Okay? I think Miss Buchanan would like pictures of the work for math and maybe some other things. The only grades that I'm taking from you this week will be your quiz grades on Friday in reading, and in science, a quiz on Thursday. Okay? So for the rest of this, you can take a picture if you have a question and you need help. You can message me, or you're just working on it at home. I'm trusting that you guys are doing your schoolwork, and so I'm not going to have you take pictures. If I think we need to start doing pictures, we can add that in next week. But for this week, when everyone's just getting started, I don't want to worry about that. Okay? I hope you guys have a great afternoon or morning whenever you do your work. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment down below.